everyone, welcome back to my channel, Meanwhile in Real Life with Zoya. So, on this channel, we talk about a lot of things makeup, skincare, products, and reviews. Also, travel, which is exactly what we're going to talk about today. So, I've just returned from Leh. Yes, let's take a moment, let that sink in. Leh, so beautiful, so beautiful. One of the most unique landscapes that I've ever been to. We'll talk about that. And yeah, so this is not a vlog. This is not a vlog. This is not something that, I'm taking you through the places or making your itinerary. No, there are a lot of better videos for that. But this is a video where I'm just going to tell you about what to do and what not to do while you are in Leh. So this time it was my second visit, which was in April first week, and last time when I visited, it was in November 2025. So this time when I visited, it was for a conference, and while we were at the conference, we were exchanging notes about what to do and what not to do in Ladakh. Everyone was talking from their own experiences, from their past experiences, from whatever they were going through at that time. So I thought, why not make a video of that? And this is purely out of my experience. How were the two times that I visited Ladakh? So let's dive into it. Okay, so starting with the first thing, for everyone who doesn't know, Ladakh is the Union Territory. Is a Union Territory. It was a part of Jammu and Kashmir state previously, but now it's a Union Territory. And Leh is a city there. Uh, Kargil and a district. Kargil is another district. So it's at the topmost corner of our country, India, and it is a very challenging geography. So it is A, at a very very high altitude, and B, it is dry and cold climate. So what the kind of climate you have in Rajasthan is hot and dry, but here it is cold and dry. So you feel exactly how you feel in Rajasthan, but in cold. Like dry remains the same, but cold and hot. So you face a lot of challenges because of the altitude, because of the climate, the geography you're in. So there are two ways to reach Ladakh. Why I'm telling you that is that I'll come on to it. So one is that you either take a direct flight. You have a direct flight from Delhi and Mumbai. Other than that, you have to take a connecting one. There are multiple flights in a day, although the last flight to fly from there or to reach there is 2 p.m. That's a rule. So after 2 in the afternoon, you won't see a flight landing there or taking off from that airport. That's the last flight. So very little hours, and of course morning also there's some restriction. So yeah, either you can fly, and the second option is you go by road. So by road, I've heard that from Srinagar to Leh, it's a beautiful scenic view. Like it's amazing. I've yet not been on that road trip, and I do plan on doing that soon sometime. But I've heard it's very very pretty. So yeah, if you're taking the latter, which is a road trip, then it's slightly better because you don't have to acclimatize yourself, and your body acclimatizes as you move up the altitude. Now, what is acclimatizing? Let's come on to that. So basically, if you are traveling, you're taking a flight basically and landing in Leh, you have to acclimatize yourself for a day or two, 24 hours to 48 hours, and that is basically letting your body sink in and getting used to the altitude you are at, because if you don't do that, then it might hamper your health. So as I said, it's a high altitude, it's cold and dry climate, so it has its own challenges. As non-mountainous people, or rather non-Ladakhi people, if you're going there, and even Ladakhi people have to acclimatize sometimes in winters because it gets really challenging for them also. So basically your body needs to get used to that kind of a climate and altitude. Otherwise आपको सांस लेने में problem होगी, your heart will beat faster, your nose might bleed. So these are common symptoms that can happen. You'll have a heavy head. So what you have to basically do is, acclimatizing is taking everything slow. So for 24 to 48 hours, you have to just take everything very slow. You have to not do any physical activity, nothing challenging, no activities. You better that you just be in your room, in your hotel room, be there for a day, just don't do anything, no physical activities. Again and again, I'm repeating on that. Take it slow, sleep, rest as much as you can, eat. It's very important to eat, because your body is utilizing that energy. It needs energy at that time. So eat, and the most important thing, hydrate. So hota kya hai, when we are in dry climate, we need water, right? Our bodies need water. In If you're going to a Rajasthan, of course you'll feel hot and you'll keep on gulping water. But when you're in Leh, you might not feel thirsty, but it's important for you to have water every few, uh, you know, 45 minutes or something like that. Like, you should be sipping water continuously, that's it. And they say that you should have warm water. That's of course better, because it calms down your body, and it feels good and better. But other than that, hydration is very important. In the rooms, in the hotel rooms that you would be staying, if it's a good hotel room, you'll have humidifiers, which are basically humidifying the air. इतना ड्राई हो जाता है एट टाइम्स दैट आपकी रात में नींद खुल जाती है ऑन द फर्स्ट डे और सो, कि बिकॉज योर लिप्स आर सो ड्राई, यू जस्ट वांट टू हैव वाटर. So which is very very important. So yeah, that's one thing. Acclimatize yourself for 24 hours at least. What helped me personally, I don't know how much science backed it is eating carbs. So the first time that I visited in November, I had really, I don't know why, but I was having really real issues that time in acclimatizing. It was also because I think I was a little unwell while I was flying, and when I reached, it all just increased a bit. The first day only I had to do some activity, 2 floors, I had to 3 floors, I had to climb up the stairs because the lift of the hotel was not working. So all of that I think just added. So it was really making me feel really bad. बहुत ही my head was heavy, I was not feeling well. So while I was hydrating myself, it was not enough, I felt. So the moment I ate some carbs, so I had noodles. Okay, so I had these Maggi wale noodles that I was carrying with myself, and the moment I had those, I felt so much better. And then I noticed it throughout the day. The moment I was eating some carbs, be it roti, be it rice, be it anything, any carbs, it really helps. It really really helps. So I think that was one major thing that helped me. Might help you as well. So don't constrain yourself, don't restrain yourselves. Bas matlab, don't be on any diet when you're there. Okay, just eat, and eat carbs, because of what jaldi I feel gives you energy. So you need energy. The first time that I went there, I said that it was challenging for me. I also had fever. So because of the fever, I had a lot of my heartbeat increased really a lot, and some matlab, I was not feeling well. So which is why I kept wearing my Apple Watch, so that even if something goes up and down, maybe it will give a notification. And it did happen. At night my heartbeat increased really a lot. Thankfully I was there for work, so I had a colleague. I called my colleague, and I was really afraid to even have medicines, कि क्रोसिन खानी चाहिए नहीं खानी चाहिए. I was even afraid on that point. So my friend was from a mountain, my colleague, an office friend, was from a mountainous region, and his brother luckily was a doctor in one of the mountainous region. So he called him up कि क्या करना चाहिए. So he told कि नहीं, पहले तो you should measure the oxygen, then measure temperature, measure everything, BP, all of those basics. And every hotel there has these kind of things kept. So my colleague went, got that all, checked it all. So I think oxygen was also fine. and so was everything else, but the temperature was a little higher, and it was just 99.9ish something. But the doctor suggested that you have crocin, because that it's safe to have, it's okay, you can have that medicine and just have it, because if you won't, that is what is increasing your heartbeat. So yeah, I had crocin and then slept, and it really helped, it really helped. For everyone, there is a medicine also. I've never had that medicine though, which helps you acclimatize better. So before reaching, I'll put it here, the name of the medicine. So they say that before reaching Ladakh, you can have it, so that it helps you acclimatize better. But in my experience, I saw this time when I went for the conference that there were two people who took this medicine, and both of them had really bad headache, and they were really low for the first 2 days. One of them even had to be taken to a hospital on the second day to because her oxygen was really low. So they gave her a shot, and that's how she got better. So in my experience, I would suggest don't have that medicine. Like you please check with your doctor before having that medicine. And the other person that I told you, that who was hospitalized, she had taken two to three of those. I don't know if it was an overdose or what was it, but I would suggest think before taking that medicine, consult with your doctor. Just don't have it like that. Otherwise, अगर आप medicine नहीं भी ले रहे हैं तो भी it's fine. Like you can, if you don't have any major health issues, you just have to take your things slow, फिर वो ठीक हो जाता है. And if the in case there's an emergency, every hotel, most of the good hotels have one oxygen can, छोटे oxygen cans also, and बड़े cylinders also kept at the reception. So in just in case somebody needs it, they provide that. हर medical store पे भी you get smaller cans, you get these medicines as well. And the hospitals are also nearby because it's a very small city. So it's not there's nothing to be afraid of. You just have to be very careful. That's it. And so I stayed at this hotel Padma, who were very good and very helpful. For both my visits, I've stayed there, and they have just been so good. This another person of for the conference that I told you had to be taken to the hospital. She also was taken by the hotel staff because everyone else was busy with the conference. They took her, they were there till the time she did not feel well, and they were really good, like very helpful. Were checking with everyone every day that are you fine, like they're calling and asking. So those little really sweet gestures they were doing. So I was really in love with the hotel staff and the hotel itself. It's a really good hotel. It's not a paid promotion, but I personally stay there, so I've just mentioned that. There are other hotels also that are good. They have their central heating systems and also that will make you feel good and warm. So Hotel Padma it was. Other than that, I think there is a hotel called Dragon, which also I've heard is good. There's Abduz, which is also good. There are many more. Actually, there are few really good hotels, but I've personally stayed at Padma with beautiful views. So yeah, you can consider that too. So yeah, the staff is really good. In general, Ladakhi people are very sweet, very helpful. They're very cute. So they will help you. Another thing I think that I would like to mention is coffee. So this is again coming from my personal experience. The first time that I visited, on the first day I had black coffee, and I think that kind of dehydrated me a bit. Even though they say that black coffee bhi pani mein ban rahi hai, so it isn't that dehydrating, but it did dehydrate me. I love black coffee. I'm a full Americano person, but it did not help me. So the next time that I went, I avoided black coffee for the first day. Second day say it's fine. Like second day say you can be normal. Like you'll still have to be slow. You'll still have to walk slow, take shorter steps, drink lots and lots of water. But yeah, you can still try and get to your normal life. So yeah, I think a few must-haves that if I have to recommend from my end, please carry your medications, whatever medications you're taking. Please carry them. Carry a water bottle, because you should not be using a lot of plastics there, because the waste disposal is not that great yet there, and in any which ways you should not be using plastic. So carry your own water bottle, and your hydration is very important. आपको हर टूरिस्ट स्पॉट पे वहाँ पानी भी नहीं मिलेगा. It is not everywhere you will get those Bisleri things. So it's better that you carry, and if you are carrying your water bottle, then it would be better that वो thermal insulation वाली हो, so that you can keep your water warm. So that would be second for sure. Third, carry your thermals, your winter wears. It's like एकदम से temperature drop होता है, you don't know what will happen. So this time also when I was there in November, in April, so April is not a time of snowfall, but snowfall happened, and it was my first snowfall, so I was very happy. But yeah, you need warm clothes, so carry lots and lots of warm clothes, wear double socks, then carry your most comfortable shoes, most comfortable shoes. So that is again a very important thing. Fifth would be, I would say, sunglasses. Extremely important. The sun there is very harsh, so if you are not wearing sunglasses, you'll feel blinded. So you need sunglasses there. It's not fashion, it's nothing, it is a pure need. And coming from that, sixth one, carry a SPF. It is very important to have sunscreens, because the sun again is very harsh. You'll start having rashes, you'll start having redness if you don't wear sunscreen. Carry a good sunscreen with good SPF, at least 50 SPF and PFO plus for sure. That's also very important there. And carry your basic medicines, and even if you don't take any medications, carry a crocin, carry these kind of things, although you will get that in a hotel or any pharmacy, but still it's better to carry. Another thing that I prefer to carry are those cup noodles, Maggi and Shin ramen or ramyun, whatever you like, and protein bars. So that's like my travel essential generally, but here it's very important, because many a times you are somewhere out, but you are out of energy and you immediately need something, so it's good to carry a protein bar. And the noodles help you in the hotel, because if you don't want to order again and again, Swiggy, Zomato don't work there for it, so you have to order from the hotel. And अगर आपको होटल का खाना expensive लग रहा है, taste नहीं अच्छा लग रहा है, so it's good that if you have these cup noodles, it helps. You can eat one maybe a day, and other things you can order from your hotel. So those are the most essential things that I can think of. ओला उबर भी नहीं चलता है वहाँ पर, so you'll better you ask your hotel people to book a cab for you for a pickup from the airport. And other than that, you can get taxis. There are a lot of taxi people, और ज़्यादातर hotels के tie-ups होते हैं, so you can ask them. It's not very expensive, but yeah, decent amount. They're comfortable, nice, very cute people, very helpful people. And I think lastly, when you're booking your flights, make sure you don't book an early morning flight, because early morning flights के वहाँ cancel होने के chances बहुत होते हैं. So this time also when we went for the conference, a lot of people got their this flights cancelled because they were early morning flights, and वो land ही नहीं कर पा रहे थे वहाँ पर. So there was like Indigo, I think थी, no, yeah, Indigo थी, SpiceJet, Air India, तीनों ही जाते हैं. So they go, one of the flights went, reached Leh, circled the airport for a few hours, and then came back to Delhi because they could not land. It was snowing, and kabhi bhi snow ho jata hai, as I mentioned, so it's better not to take any early morning flight. Take a 11ish kind of a flight which lands there by 12, 1, something like that, afternoon, so that you have some time to at least the sun is out, so the landing becomes easier visibility wise, there would be less turbulence. So yeah, I think that would be it. Baki, Ladakh is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And for everyone's reference, I visited there twice. Both the seasons are so different and so, I think one was autumn and one was spring when I visited. Spring mein abhi there were such beautiful apricot blossoms, cherry blossoms, apple blossoms, beautiful. Like जापान सब भूल जाओगे, इतने प्यारे. And the last time when I went, it was November starting, so I think it was autumn. Again, very beautiful, and people say that summers are the best. So I've yet not been there in summers and in winters, but winters are a little harsh and crazy. So very beautiful place, very beautiful place. One everyone should visit. And while I work a lot on environment side and climate and disaster side, I feel that before it is all spoiled and urbanization comes in, the meditative side of Ladakh goes away. We should all be visiting Ladakh. And but mindful tourism, please. Water scarcity is a huge issue there. So because it's a dry place, so be mindful of how many showers you are taking or how many time are you flushing while you're using the loo. Be mindful of the plastics that you're carrying, be mindful of all of these things. So please, a mindful visit, but for sure one should visit. And yeah, I think that's it. You must. So let me know if I missed something, and if you have any doubts before planning your visit to Leh and Ladakh, you can drop in a comment. You please like, share, and subscribe. Every view matters, every like matters, every comment matters. And oh yeah, one thing more. So I am telling you so much about Leh Ladakh and itni tareef kari, and I've yet not visited the most touristy places yet. So I've not visited Pangong Lake, I've not visited the other very touristy places. This I'm just telling you purely what I have seen in general there. Matlab just the uh, streets, just the landscapes, drives. Did visit a few villages for work, so those villages so beautiful. I visited Sangam, which you can check around. It's beautiful, and the color of the water is amazing. So the Indus River water is amazing there. It's so blue, and especially this spring to summer wala jo time hota hai na, because the glaciers have just started to melt and the fresh water is coming. So it's beautiful. So yeah, all of this gyan and all of this has come, itni tareef has come only by visiting not the touristy places. So do visit the touristy places, but also explore the non-touristy ones. And yeah, I hope you like the video. Do let me know, please, if you have doubts. I will try and answer them. Bye bye. Thank you. Take care.